This is such bad lighting. I'm like looking at it like do I need to get a ring light? Was this like what it's come to? Do I think that's important enough? The lighting is very bad. Also, I don't think I'm supposed to. My mom's always like, you need to brush your hair. So I did, and it got all frizzy and weird. I don't think you're supposed to be brushing curly hair. Or if you do, I think there's a certain way to do it, which I have not perfected. Also, was like, because my mom makes me so self-conscious about, like, I mean, I grew up being told, don't ever leave the house without makeup on. So, like, I am like, I mean, it took me a long time to overcome, like, that brand of patriarchy right there. Like, instilled in my household, like, my mom and sister have both always, like, I mean, as young as I can remember, I would be like, Mom, why are you putting all that makeup on? Like, just to go to, like, the store or the doctor. And she'd be like, so I don't scare the dead. So, I wore out yesterday in the fucking scorching sun, and it like just ran into my eyes. Like, why did I do this? Why do I give a fuck? And then I still was like, well, if I'm gonna make these cookies and attempt like this baking project, my mom's like, you need to like dress up more. All this shit that you would like probably normally tell me, or like things that you have been thinking. My family tells me constantly. It's like I don't not hear it, you know. Like I'm aware. But I think my hair looks very dumb, brushed down like this, and like not, I don't know. I need to get, I ran out of my like argan spray, so anyway, I was like, oh, I'm gonna like do my makeup and put like an outfit on, which is so stupid, but I was like, yeah, I guess I'll do that for a video, whatever, and then I was like, no, because I have these tacos from last night that I have not eaten yet. I gotta heat up later from a lunch. And if I'm gonna spill all over myself, which I always do, I would rather spill on Sinbad and then change later. So I was like, I'll probably change in between. I said that last time. I'm like, I'll probably change clothes, but I might actually do it this time. We'll see. Okay, so today I'm gonna be trying a different version of the mix. The only thing that makes a difference is, so like the last ones that I had were kind of wet. They're all kind of super wet. Here are the things that I've broken it down to. I either need to take out the egg yolk, like completely, because it's just so, it is so moist. Or, this is like the first test I'm going to do before doing that is adding a little more coconut flour, which is this batch. The last batch I did was it was like a quarter of coconut flour. This is a half of a coconut flour, with the same as the rest. Oh, and I added a new vanilla that I got specifically for this project. And there's another vanilla coming too, because the vanilla I feel like is not coming through. I got like organic, like brown roasted vanilla bean, like it's not, I mean, and it's like the only thing I could find that wasn't like, didn't have maltodextrin in it, and didn't have like MSG or whatever kind of poisons they're always putting in those powders and extracts. But I was like, how can I replace vanilla extract? Because that's one of the things that a lot of people don't have when they're like, a lot of people just don't bake and they don't have extracts in their house. So I'm like, if you're gonna make a cake mix, you need to have that in there, because don't be writing like, get an egg, get butter, get extract, get coconut oil. Fuck that. Get a hot thing of water. Oh, I heated it in the microwave today. So, it might be whatever. So, we're gonna try this. I just lost about a pound of water. Anyway, this I think will make it a little bit crunchier, a little bit crumblier. Hopefully not too bad, but because the last ones were so wet, I'm like, well, it wouldn't kill it to be a little bit crumblier. And if I don't like the texture of these, I'm definitely going to switch over back to the old recipe. Only do egg whites instead of the yolk, just so it's a fluffier, it's a better consistency. I think the last batch was a much better consistency than what I had been getting previously when I added the egg white. So I'm probably going to do only egg whites. Once after I test this, depending on how it goes, I'll either do this amount or just a quarter cup of coconut flour, and I'll add the oat fiber, which I have not worked with yet, but I know that does give like some kind of a crunch. It gives some kind of texture that you otherwise cannot get. So, I mean, I eat these all the time, so the textures to me are always, I don't know, it's like, I keep like giving them to my mom and sister, being like, let me know what you think of this, and let me know what you think of that. And I think when you're fully keto, you like anything because you're so deprived of like sweets and like, because like my mom's like, no, I love it. Like I eat a few a day, and I try not to eat too many. And like the point is that you can eat as many as you want, and it's not too many. It's like only a couple of net carbs. Like it's really not enough to hurt anything. Like the whole point is that it's keto, and you can eat the whole bag if you want and still be keto. So, because I was like, they must be getting sick of these. Like, I mean, no, truly, when you're like not having sweets and stuff, it is like, you know, this isn't trash in the background. It's just like, you know, maybe it is a little bit of trash. Like just boxes that either need to be taken out. Well, a bunch of my iced teas, I ordered like a huge bulk. I don't know if you remember. I ordered a huge bulk of community iced teas, and they were in a box. I mean, there's no space. So yeah, there's boxes around. There's trash in the background. Whatever. Y'all remember my United States of whatever? Is anybody that old? Because this is my United States of. There's something that I saw recently where I was like, that's from Simple and Ollie. I think it was referring to Crescent Fresh, because I never hear that. I was like, oh my god, but that's such an obscure, like, oh, it's Crescent Fresh. Like, we used to say that all the time in high school. What is it that's called Crescent Fresh? I remember being like, oh my god, I was like, nobody else I've ever met, like, knows that expression, except for, like, my friends from high school, where we listened to watch Simple and Ollie, and listen, you know. I think we were listening to it, too, because, like, LimeWire was out, and we just wanted stuff to burn. Why am I talking about this? Let's get down to business. Is the water even hot? Yeah, okay. So, as before, we dump it in. Turn on the mixer. BRB. Alright, so I think this will be enough. This is, yeah, I think this texture is a lot better. You can definitely taste the vanilla this time, which is really good. The new vanilla powder I got is like gluten-free. It's made by this lady, like California or whatever. And there's another one that I got coming, which is, I'll have to double check before I read it, but I know it, like, I'm not putting anything in this mix that has any kind of anything, okay? I worked at Whole Foods. I know the rules. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my handy dandy. I can never find parchment paper that's like this, so I'm real psycho about it, because I can't find it in the stores. I have to order it on the internet, which is so stupid that USPS has to deliver this shit to me in the mail, but I get like really psycho about it. I'm like, don't use my parchment paper, because all I do is rip one out. It's perfectly placed into this. I don't have to like measure it or like rip it and mess it up and have to rip it again. Anyway, so we're gonna chill this, and when I come back, maybe I'll look slightly more presentable. Probably not though. I will definitely have eaten tacos. I don't know if I'll be able to eat these. Did I tell you these have habanero sauce on them? I couldn't remember really what that was. I'll never forget now. It was like, oh yeah, I think you've had habanero. Like, I like spicy stuff. I almost died! So, I was like, I can't eat this. I had one. I thought I was gonna die, and there's two left. I'm like, I guess my lunch today is habanero tacos. So I'm gonna eat those and then like sweat from the inside out, and then when I see you again, maybe I'll still be in this. My mom was like, would you want to buy something from a greasy whore? I was like, no! Anyway, greasy whore signing off. Should I talk a little bit more? What else do I have to do? I did want to talk about how the Kardashians are over. You know, all I ever want to talk about is the Kardashians. Like, what am I going to do now? What am I even going to talk about from here on out? I don't know, but I'm really sad about it. Also, the Kardashians ending is such an apocalyptic sign. It's like, that's the scariest thing to happen so far this year. Not COVID, not a pandemic, not anything else. It's like, oh, Kardashians are like leaving television. Something really must be going down, especially next year. Like, everyone's like, I can't wait for this to be over and for everything to go back to normal. No. It's gonna get so much worse, especially next year. It's like so many horrible, not to be like doom and gloom and like whatever, but I predict that like maybe we'll get a break for a couple of months, maybe for like this year, and then boom, January 2021 is gonna happen and more shit will happen. I just feel like if the Kardashians are like, we need to stop doing TV, like they know more than we do. And they're like, we need to like, our houses almost got set on fire in California, like more shit's gonna come next year that we secretly know about because we have Illuminati contacts. Not saying they're in the Illuminati, but like people who are like kind of connected to the Illuminati know stuff. So I'm pretty sure that like the world is truly ending like next year after the Kardashians ends. It's like, okay, we gotta make our bank, we gotta make this show, we gotta get the fuck out of here because shit is going down in 2021. I am calling it now. It will get so much worse before it gets better. I'm thinking like 3 years minimum, shit will be like fucked up. I'm trying to say like, I'm trying not to talk like that so much. But I'm a white trash sailor, so anyway, I'll tell you more about my friggin' theories after I've had some habanero tacos. My cookie mix will be chilled. I have to measure out more chalky chips. I hope I'm done test batching these after a while. Like, this batch better be like, the one to tell me, like, bitch, this is what you have to do. Because I want to start selling these, and I will not sell them until they're correct. I have to go. My tits are sweating, and I hate this. Goodbye. More trash in the background, and my hair is still scary. Should I put it up? Should I put it up in a ponytail? Every time I do, I'm like, oh, alright. This is so sheer. I thought I had my white bra. I was like, let me see how this looks on film. It looks way better on film than it does IRL. I'm like, here, it looks alright, but in the mirror, I'm like, Anyway, I was like, let me see if I can, like, put on, like, casual, business casual wear, or whatever. I'm like, if I were a business lady. No, I'm a businesswoman. I'm a hoe. I'm a freak. Fucking love Eliza and Selena. Alright, let me turn you over. That's right. I'm normally like this here, because you have to see. Well, you really don't see much. I don't know if I can breathe in this for much longer. This is the only bra I had. Being a girl, but I kind of like that. It's like, wait, what? But also, I don't know. It's like, do I want to go on a side rant or do I just want to make these cookies? I was like, let me, get the chocolate, the chalky chips out into, beforehand. Let me measure them out. I have not done that. But I can do it now while talking to you. My mouth has been hurting so bad. I've been playing thin tag with the dentist. Been playing phone tag. You know how moms are. I'm playing phone tag with the secretary. I've been playing. This also shows my spiritual beads that I usually like to wear under t-shirts. I just feel like this is distracting me. I like to buy I like t-shirts that are super comfy and 2 or 3 sizes bigger than what I wear. Because there's nothing more important than a t-shirt, that is long and comfortable. You never have enough of them. No matter how many you get, you're like, I still need more oversized t-shirts, right? I will find any excuse to get an oversized t-shirt. I need to be swallowed in a shirt Whatever, while I'm in bed. Okay, let's get the dough. And so I was looking into like chocolate chips in bulk. I don't even know if I'm gonna upload this. I'm like, do I look loaded? And I'm like, chocolate chips. My mouth hurts all the time, so I started drinking whiskey recently, which, girl, is making me remember why I don't drink. I'm like, oh yeah. It brings me to the dark side. So, let's see. But my mouth hurts so bad, everything I try, I'm like, oh my god, please, give me a fucking root canal. Give me what I need. And it's like, because of COVID. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. I think it's 2/3 is what you get, which will be, God, I always spill like all over the floor. I'm just gonna eyeball it this time, never do that normally. Ah. So many that go rogue. You know when you buy stuff on the internet and you're like, yeah, it looks great on the bottle. Why do I do that? It's because buying stuff in real life is like real hard because you have to like try it on and interact with people. It's like, I just want to try it on at home and if it doesn't fit, send it back. But I recently got scammed out of so much money from a China company. So that really sucks. I still have to wash my dishes. Anyway, my mouth is like in so much pain. I'm like, let me get lit. I know I don't intend to get lit, but I end up getting lit because I'm like, oh, finally it's numb, or like I finally feel no pain. And then I'm like, I feel no pain, bitch, or like something happens in the brain that I had probably previously discovered. I'm like, I don't really like to drink. And it's like probably because of that. Oh. Alright, so it's very chilled. I might even need more. I might need like a cup of water. Something really fun is happening outside. Everyone's like laughing. Ah. Alright, this is like I might have overchilled it. Or maybe I'm just not moving it around as hard. I mean, you can use your hands too and like just fold them in, but I'm using the spatula. Okay. I thought I might have to use this again, but it's really good. Okay. I really want to not be wearing this. I'm like, I need an oversized t-shirt. So, where's my cookie scoop? This looks like a lot of dough, and it's going to give you a lot of bang for your buck, if you will. It looks like a lot more dough. And just like the bat, I think this will probably be the one. The last batch was so small. Everyone like, I think I mixed this well enough. I forget how boring this part is, but I'm liking the dough consistency a lot more, and I think we're gonna get a good amount of cookies out of this. So I hope when I come back, I'll probably be in another shirt, something more comfortable. I can't wear real clothes. I feel like I'm like gonna have a heart attack. I'm like, oh my god, this bra is ruining my life. Fucking hate bras. You ever had to wear a bra all day? Yeah, it's like no wonder women are such bitches. It's like you have to wear this all day and be like, Jonathan, or whatever. I want to die. I need to take this off and put on an oversized t-shirt. Wearing real clothes is horrible. This is how it is so far. BRB with like the finished product, I hope. Alright, so it hasn't been that long since I have, yeah, they're still hot. And they haven't really cooled for very long. I'm back in my t-shirt and my underwear. Feeling great. So I flattened some of them and some of them I kept around. This one looks very moist. I'm trying to find a small one to try, and they're all. Maybe this one. Oh, it's really brown on the bottom. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna try a big one and then a flat one and let you know the difference, but I feel like people will just naturally flatten their cookies. Also, it's gonna take forever to cool. Like, I'm eating this hot. It's cooled enough though. Okay. The texture is much better. Mhm. 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 My mouth is killing me. So, I think this is gonna be the one that I go with. I'm not gonna add oat fiber. It's just sweet enough. I might make it even sweeter. I can't really tell. I'll try another batch later where I add oat fiber. But it is a good. I think these ones are probably going to be the winner. Like this main base recipe, it's going to be the one. It's not too wet. I'll get people to taste test it too to make sure. Maybe they'll be like, we like the other ones better. Okay. I'm dying. Yeah, that is really good though. It's much. I think it's much better. Okay, half a cup of coconut is what we're gonna end up doing. Giving away my secrets. Alright. I'll see you again.